Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? Yeah, I sound rough and hoarse and butch this morning. But I'm fucking cold. It's not how I want to feel in the morning. In all honesty, I don't feel like I should have to call the landlord every fucking time it gets cold. This is something that should be addressed or done every night before you go to bed. If you know you gotta put water in a boiler or a heater, you do it before you go to bed so we don't wake up fucking cold in the morning. You know? I'd like to believe I'd like to wake up like a normal person and just be comfortable. But no. No. No matter how clean I get this place, no matter what, it's this house. There is too much negativity in this house. It got grown men acting like bitches. And I'm just gonna call it like I fucking see it. A lot of you men act like bitches. Your women are out there working while you are all sitting playing Xbox or kicking it with your boys. Not all men, because we all know the real men when we see them. But we also know the frickin' scrubs when we see them. Well, those of us who know what a scrub actually is. Because trust me, some of the laziest men got the best dick and are the laziest. It is what it is, people. That's why I never understood it, why women got so dignitized. Like, I don't care how good it is. If I'm miserable, I'm miserable, and dick is not going to make it better. It starts from within. I don't know. Us as human beings, we all go through stuff. And a lot of us have egos and prides and all that other stuff, but you know what? If you need help and you don't open your mouth, closed mouths don't get fed. And I've been doing that for the longest time, so it's about time I'm going to be opening my mouth a lot lately. I don't know. I just know that I don't like the fact that I'm 40, but I like the wisdom that comes with being this age. Because I've said in my previous videos that the 20s and part of my 30s were probably the toughest years of my life. And it wasn't all because of drug abuse. Figuring out who you are is challenging all in itself. Discovering what you will and will not put up with, all that kind of stuff. No, I don't need another alarm, so we'll snooze that. Yes. Because yesterday my video was cut short due to the fact that I accidentally pressed a button on the phone. Kinda to believe, gotta have faith in me, freak out, freak out, freak out. Sorry, y'all. That's my alarm. My 7th or 8th alarm. I don't know what has been up with me lately at work. I went on vacation and I got back and it's like getting back on a bike again. The one thing I just don't like is for some reason whenever I'm the one working, that's when everybody wants to steal shit off of my station. Whether it be rags, thermostats, all that kind of shit. Pots, pans, tools, you name it. People take shit. And then it's who you're working with, too. I would really like to see some of the same people start returning so I can deal with one or the same set of people. I'm tired of dealing with a good person one day who's awesome, and then the next day I get someone who can't work for shit. And listen, I get it. I'm not at the top of my game every single day. I know the past 2 days people were probably looking at me going, what is going on with him? Or what's going on inside his head? It just, I don't know, coming back made me think about the pay that they're offering me there and how it's just not gonna fly. What, I gotta work all these overtime hours to make the money I'm making now? And then, yeah, there's the opportunity to go back to school, but if I'm working all those hours, when am I gonna get a chance to go to school? I mean, these are things that bosses should really put into consideration, and Johnson & Wales needs to stop being so fucking cheap. I'm sorry, you can't hire a cook at $14 an hour and expect him to bust his ass. You're only going to get minimum at $14 an hour. And I'm sorry. I refuse to bust my ass for little pay. And unless a wage agreement is decided on, I just know $14 an hour is not going to cut it for me. I'm making a lot more money where I'm at now. And I still get to go into other places. But I'm also not happy with them either. I think it's maybe time to start looking for a new job altogether. I had to switch up my routine this morning, use almond milk because I was so tired last night to run and get a creamer on the way home. Y'all, you only knew. There are times that I want to come on here and say whatever the fuck I want. But the truth is if I did, there'd be so many offended people. And it's not because I'm a negative person. It's because I'm a real person who calls it out. God, alarm number 9? Damn, have I been that bad? Waking up? Apparently. Okay, that's still going. I gotta worry if my video's being cut off or not. Okay, let's think of some topics. Wendy Williams supposed to be making a comeback. You know, I really hope she does make a comeback. She had one hell of a year. And I'm sorry, having gone through something similar myself. You know, the divorce. You know, can you imagine being, you know, having all that money, being famous, and then having a controlling husband who's secretly smacking you up behind the camera where no one knows. But she's also admitted to her wrongdoings too. I mean, relationships are just can be messy at times. If you run into somebody and they are perfect in every way and there is nothing wrong with them, run. Run as fast as you can. Because trust me, something is wrong with them. And you will not see it until it's too late. Now I stand corrected on this. I'm not 100% right. There are those rare coincidences. So don't take me words for word, because I swear, some people take every word that comes out of my mouth so literally that it's like I have to walk on eggshells, and it's no. Mm-mm. And then I was looking this morning. Some little girl put a piece of lunch meat on her face, and she has like 1.5 million people praying for her. Like, are we fucking kidding? I commented on the post. I said, maybe I should go buy some Oscar Mayer and put it on my body and see how many prayers I can get, and maybe do a GoFundMe at the same time. You know, I can be douchey. I don't know, that Gorilla Glue chick, that was probably a money grab too. Because, I mean, seriously, who puts glue adhesive in their hair? And you cannot tell me you did not know it was not the Got To Be Rave spray. I know what you're talking about. It's the shit they use for wigs, and it's the shit that you want to use when you want to have spikes. I used to have short hair. I used to have the gel. I even had the one with the pheromones in it. Although that never worked. But then again, I never needed pheromones because, hello. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I don't want to come off that way. But today, I'd say we put some happy energy into the world today. Ooh, well, oh well. Can always pick that up later. Some yellow citrine, isn't it pretty? Well, you couldn't see though, so that was kind of a waste, but today's just not my day. Well, I could sit there and show y'all what's in my mojo bag that I carry with me every day, and hopefully you guys didn't see anything inappropriate there. Okay, this is my mojo bag. This is my Lekalai stone. For most of you, you guys already know what this is because I've explained this. It doesn't look too shiny and pretty this morning because you have to see it in person. It sparkles in person. Lekalai is one of Earth's divine. It's one of the 4 divine stones of Earth. And it grows, it shits and it pisses by discreet in oil. Like sometimes I'll pick it up and it'll be sticky. And you can only wash it with rainwater. And this is a stone. It's a must-have. Like I said, it may not be too pretty, but when you see it in person, because when I first got this, none of these gold or silver or rainbow spots were here. The camera's not really doing it justice, so please, damn, another alarm? But, yeah, the camera's not doing it justice, so what can I say? This next one, Coonzonite. I just got this stone. It's very, very pretty. Well, again, the fucking camera. It's like a beautiful lavender, pinkish purple. It's very, very pretty. Believe it or not, this is also a rare stone. And expensive, too. I remember seeing the raw version of this, and it was a piece just a little bit bigger than this, and they wanted like almost $100 for it, so this must be, you know, the healing properties of this stone are amazing because it helps you with those things like shadow work. Let me just say shadow work. It'll make it easier. I went to a shop the other day, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video that every city has a spirit that governs it. Every town, every city, they all have their own individual spirit that governs that town, that city, whatever, including the state. It's like a hierarchy. This is a piece of Providence clear quartz. I have 2 of these. The other one, I don't know where it is right now. It's a little bit more impressive. I was meditating with it last night because I wanted to meet the spirit of Providence. And since Providence is so corrupt and so sketchy, I figured I'd invoke the spirit to get into the swing of things. That way I can maneuver around this corrupt fucking ass state. This one I just got. As you can see, I'm trying to see where you can kind of see, because it's got, I don't know if you can see it. Barely. You can see those, what do you call it? They're like tannish brown. But this stone is to access the Holy Ghost, it helps clear all blockages, clear all, you know, blockages. This is another very powerful stone. This other one, I did not keep the name for, but it was very similar to Coonzonite, but only it's normally very green. This one's like a light green color. It looks yellow. I don't know what is up with the colors on my frickin' thing here, but it's annoying. But when I hold this stone, I can feel the vibrations off of it. And usually when I pick up stones, because I only buy stones that I can either get a deal on or if I feel something from them. And when I picked this stone up, I was like, whoa, aren't you a little friendly one? And I was like, I gotta have it. And the funny thing is this was in a case. Sometime today, I will get the names of the stones, and I will put them in the comment section so you guys can know. But I'm just obsessed with stones. I don't know what to say. And last but not least, my moldavite. It's an actual authentic real piece. I've had this one tested, and this one's 100% legit. And the energy that comes from this is if you're looking for change in your life and you're not happy, actually, let me just say this. Moldavite is over 250,000 years old, if not longer. Hold on, coffee refill. And I'm back. Woo. After the first cup of coffee, you're like, yes, let's start this day, like, yeah. And I know you just saw my little flappies. Hey, I'm getting old. What the fuck do you want, okay? Anyways, last night, I was smoking a bowl. And I, like, burnt some of my hair. I think it was a lot. It was up front. All I know is I can smell it. Like right here. And I'm like worried how much damage did it do. Because freaking anybody with long hair knows. I don't know how you women have done it for years. But when you get long hair, it's a pain in the fucking ass to keep going. It's always got to look good. Otherwise you look lazy. And... I'm not that bitch this morning. Who am I kidding? I'm always that bitch. But yeah, I know. I don't have a lot of topics to talk about yet. I really haven't thought about what I'm going to talk about in these videos. So suggestions would be appreciated. I do notice that I have a few people watching and commenting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated for watching. Denise, I see you. Thank you for all your comments. You're like me when you watch videos. You're watching the videos and you're like, amen! And you're like, I totally agree. And then you're, just when you send your comment, you see something else, and then you're like, shh. I do the same thing, Denise, so it's all good. But another thing I was going to tell y'all, Denise, is you can find me on Facebook. I'm Bruce A. Thompson. Remember, Bruce A. Thompson. If you want to get a more broader view of who I am as a human being. But this is what I do. I come on here and I like to talk about the fuckery that goes on social media. The stupidity of what goes on. And nobody talks about it. Like, the fact that people use Facebook as a diary. Nobody talks about that. Yet, we all have to sit there and we all have that one or two friends when we turn on Facebook and we know we're going to cringe that day because it's always something going on. We all know one of those people. I don't know what it is with Providence, but I don't know. It just sucks. There's nothing here. It's cold. New Orleans was nice. I know Babe wants to go down there. I don't know. But I always wonder, once more people start watching, I'll be able to start interacting more. Because believe it or not, I am very interactive, and I do read comments. But the difference between me and a lot of the internet is nobody can hurt my feelings. You can talk about my mama, you can talk about my deadbeat dad that was never there, you can call me a drug addict, you can sit there and say I'm too womanly acting, you can say that I'm more queer than a $3 bill, or say I have no ass. I've heard everything throughout my life. I've been called everything under the book. So, I can't be offended. And I also learned how to separate emotions from words. That way I don't get offended. Because a lot of people speak in generalizations. They speak, it's more of a general statement. It all depends if it's a public or a private conversation. But usually when most people speak, it's because they want to address everybody and not single just one person out. And I just lost my train of thought. That's what I hate about the mornings. I need to get a vision board, and I need to start thinking of some topics to talk about. Because the truth is I've got so much stuff that I could talk about in this room. With my Santa Muerte altar, I could talk about the 7 powers. I could talk about Yemaya. I could talk about Lilith. I could talk about Hecate or Papa Legba, Elegua. Same deity. Loa. Who else? Ganesha, Shiva. Who else do I have in here? Oh, and I worship that deity right there. He's an angel. He's so cute. It's my boo-boo. But I'm excited. Get to go to the craft store and make wands. We just gotta find the right wood. I don't know. I think I'm going to work with the Pagan's Way on getting supplies to make the wand. Gita, you also have talent as well too. I be seeing those grimoires, and I want one really bad. But the whole shipment from your company, from your country to mine, I don't know. We gotta figure something out. Because I know some really talented people on my friends list. Like there's Jeff Cullen, there's Bale Kingdom, there's, if I pronounce your names wrong, I'm sorry, y'all. Matt Oren, frickin' Michael Herx. Like, these are all authors. With a plethora of knowledge in their heads. I don't know why I never talked to any of them. I know I've spoken to Michael once or twice. Because I really enjoyed The Glam Witch. And I like how he's so himself. I used to have the confidence to be able to walk out the door dressed like him when I was younger, but I honestly say I can't. Actually, you know what? I can do it now. Because you know what? If I can dress up in goth when I go with Andre, I can dress like that too. So, who am I kidding? I can put on a big, fluffy pink fur and pick out a rather ravishing shade of lipstick. And walk out of the house looking like a you better work, supermodel, work it girl of the world. I'm gonna do a video about that before I return it, because I'm not happy with the luminous airbrushing system. But I will say, on camera, it does make everything look beautiful. I just don't like the way it works. I'll explain it to you as I'm making the video on what I do not like about the luminous airbrushing system. I will say, if you want to look younger in the club, do that snatch look. You know? Baby. Oh, I wanted to show y'all a couple more stones. Okay, this one's got sentimental value. This is a rose quartz. It's the first stone my boyfriend ever gave me. And then it was this one. The reason, you guys already know, but whenever he gives me something that's rose quartz, it means a lot. Because I know there's his love that's there. And it's the reason why he gives me rose quartz. Then we got the blue. What do you call it? My brain is not working. Opalite. Blue opalite. It's so much prettier in person, but the thing that I absolutely love about this is that I'm going to have to lift you up for a second because you can't see it if you're not in the light. Alright. Look at that. See the red? How it turns red? Gotta admit, that's pretty cool. Because it's funny, because with the regular opalite, it's not like that. You see more of a green. Well, you really can't see it. I see green. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know. I know they're technically a man-made stone. Well, these ones are supposedly real because these were formed by volcano ash. Although the more clearer opalites are more man-made. Not that I'm saying that man-made stones are not good, because there are several man-made stones that are good. Like, for instance, I don't even feel like getting up to get it. I'll show you the last two stones I brought. I've got the rose selenite. This is something I usually always carry, but because of its texture, I don't want it ruining any of the other stones I have. But this one's actually quite beautiful in person. It's just, again, on camera, not happening. And then we have our pink tourmaline. Ain't she pretty? All I know is I love collecting stones. Or my Metatron's cube. I haven't worn this in a while. It's got all the chakra stones in it. And believe it or not, this is actually a crystal grid you can use. And it's universal symbol. Because you double this, you get the Tree of Life. I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Someone correct me. What the fuck you want from me? What time is it, yo? Don't tell me. It's only been 35 minutes. 5:33. We're doing good for time. And what else can I show you that'll be cool? Can anybody tell me what this is? It's all Hebrew. I'm trying to see, again, this camera, I don't know what's going on with it, but so you guys can see it. Anyway, it's God's real name. And then on the other side, we have Metatron, which, for all you other mediums out there who have met Metatron, we all know he does not look like this. He's not old. He does not have a beard like that. And plus, he's the angel that's right next to the Creator. Once I consecrate this baby, we'll get some stuff moving. But now we're hitting that year where it's the new year. Everyone's still saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Like, in all honesty, I don't say it because I don't give two shits. I don't like small talk. I like intellectual conversations. That's called Set the Scene for a Wake Up. Anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. It's time to cleanse, and then shower, and then go to work. Basically, same shit, different day. Although, I do plan on making things more exciting. So stick around, because things will get a lot more fun and interesting the more you keep watching. Because I'm sure half of the people that started this on this started the same way that I did. But if there's anything that, any advice or any subject that you want for me to give my opinion on, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. I thank you all for watching. Very humble. Much appreciated. Y'all have a great day. Love you, babe. Bye.